Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Recha Kodash, Bakta Yahweh, Bakta Yahushai, Bakta Yahweh, Bakta Yahushai, Bakta Yahweh, Bakta Yahushai, Bahashem, Recha Kodash, Bakatam, and the water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai for the spirit and truth. And as always, giving double honors to my apostles ahead of this great millstone over the world. Alright, and they taught me this truth through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Alright, and that consistently teach me this truth. Alright, Bakathon. And as always, salutations to the Zakwani wa Akim across the four corners of the earth that's teaching this truth and sincerity, faith, and honesty. Alright, and Shalom wa Bathon, wa Bakharim, Shaya Shalom, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Alright, and pretty much, I'm my fellow servant, Kwame Ashala, coming back with a quick lesson through the spirit concerning, as you can see the title, alright, is Endure the Status of a Prophet. Endure the status of a prophet. And this video is for myself first and foremost, and mainly to you younger Akim. Are you younger brothers out there that's on the corners, risking your lives and your freedom to preach this truth, all right, and to teach the word of Yahweh Shemir Shah and to prophesy, because we are enduring the status of a prophet, okay? The word endure, you go into the etymology of the word endure, it means to continue in existence, all right, or to undergo or to suffer. And it also says in parentheses, without breaking, okay? And that's why the scriptures say, continue in the things that thou hast learned. What is the things that we have learned? We learn righteousness. We learn Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We learn his ways. We learn the law, statutes, commandments. We learn how to live as a man of the Lord. All right, and this is why you get people bugging out around you, looking at you like you crazy, when really you normal, they abnormal, man. Because see, your office, your occupation, your status, all right, the whole world can't do that, man. The whole world cannot do what you're doing, all right? Everybody cannot do what you're doing, man. This is why they look at you like you crazy. Why? Because you have an economic status, you have a social status, you have different status out here, all right? But what? When it comes down to the status of a prophet, which I'm going to get into the etymology of, all right, majority of the people can't do these things, man, all right? Majority of the people cannot give up what they have in this present life, in this carnal flesh, all right? The possessions that they obtained, all right, the things that they can leech onto and grab and grasp, all right, they can't give these possessions up for a spiritual gain. Why? Because they are carnal individuals. 2/3 of our people must be hewn down and cut off, man, because they bear no fruit. You see? This is the etymology of the word status. It says from the 1670s, all right, so the late 1600s, all right, it says height of a situation or condition. All right, the status, it says legal standing of a person from 1791, from Latin status, condition, position, state, manner, attitude, right? And these are all the things that the men of the Lord have in this truth. All right, a state, a condition, our manner, our attitude is what? To prophesy, Revelations 19 and 10. Right? Why? Because we hope to be a part of the book of life, man. You see? And this is why when we go out on the corners, or even in our daily life, man, the rest of the 6 days of the week, man, you know, because it's not about what you do on camera. It's about how you occupying, all right, without the camera on, man, you know, because the real camera's is on when you off camera, you know. So it's how we occupying our time, man, you know. Okay, and everybody don't have that certain manner, all right, or that certain occupation or that certain attitude to what? Risk their whole life, all right, in their status in the world, okay, to preach this truth, all right, to edify the body of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man, okay, to teach the words of Yahweh Shai and to warn the people and to foretell them. You see? Everybody can't do that, man. So it says position, state, manner, attitude. It says from past particle stem of steri to stand. All right. So remember that, to stand, because I'm gonna bring out a precept that the Heavenly Father actually told one of the heavy prophets, all right, to actually stand and teach the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, to teach and he was going to put his words in his mouth, man. All right, to tell the congregation of Israel. And this is what's happening today. Just like in Luke, the first chapter, the 76th verse, man. When it said that John the Baptist shall be the prophet of the highest, okay, and he shall prepare the way of the Lord. That's what we're doing right now in these times. That's why the Lord told his disciples, who later on became apostles, you shall be with me, all right, and you shall sit upon 12 thrones, man. You see, because this is the same thing that's going on right now. That's why Yahweh Shai said, I will be with you until the end. You see, Why? Because the word endureth forever. So we suffering for the word's sake, man. Who is the word that was made flesh? Yahweh Shai, John 1 and 1. You see? And the scriptures tell you we handle, this is the word that we handle in the book of Acts, I believe. This is the word that we handled, you know, and that we were around, man. You know? That were made flesh for our salvation. Okay? So this is a high status, man. All right, so we must endure and maintain that status of a prophet. You see? Maintaining the status of foretelling what's to come. That's why it says to stand, make, or be firm. And what did the Most High Yahweh Shai tell Job? He said what? He told him, I could, matter of fact, let me get that real quick through the spirit. I don't want to butcher it. You know, precepts be running rapid through the spirit. This is Job. So he said, gird up. There it is. That's the spirit. Let me type that in. That'll come up. Gird up. You know, gird up thy loins. You brothers know what that is. Brothers that do know. Con, this is Job 38. I'm sorry, that's a good one too, but Job 40 and 7. And it says, Job 40 verse 7. I'm going to read I'm going to start from verse 5. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer. Yea, twice, but I will not proceed no further. Then answered Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to Job out of the whirlwind, and said, right, out of the whirlwind, out of the chariots, man. You know, out of the so-called UFOs, man. Because those are the vehicles of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, spiritual power, man. Spiritual power that you can't see. You see that they can just conform over this world, man. You know, conform over this matrix. You see, that's that power that's actually going to be presented on the planet Earth, and that's going to be by the way of Yahweh Shai, the angels. You know, redeeming the elect, and that power is going to be set up over the planet Earth because what gross darkness has consumed the planet Earth. See, so what righteousness has to pursue the planet Earth now, man. You know, that's going to come by the way of Yahweh Shai Shai being set up, all right, on the planet Earth, all right, by the laws, statutes, commandments, and the elect, you know, and every man in their order from Yahweh Shai Shai, all right, King David, all right, and the apostles, all right, the men of the Lord, okay, and then the prophets, whoever, and those men and those 144,000 in their number in the 1/3. All right, that's how the whole nation of Israel is going to be set up because this is all about order, man. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. All right, verse 7. All right, it says, verse 6, then answered Yahweh Shai unto Job out of the whirlwind and said, gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee and declare thou unto me. Right, so going back into the etymology of the word stand, the Lord told him to gird up his loins. So it says to stand, make, or be firm. Stand in one's society or profession, right? And what is our profession? What is our occupation? Our occupation is to foretell you people what's to come. What's coming to America, which is Babylon the Great, is destruction, man. All right? That's what's coming to the planet Earth. Okay? Because what? This place have a long time, all right, been contrary to the ways and the laws and the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the ways of life. There's nothing but death as soon as you walk out the doors, man. Homosexuality, bestiality, man. Okay? Adultery, idolatry, man. Okay? Fornication, so forth and so on, man. Abominable foods, GMO foods. You get tired of just being suppressed and oppressed and depressed, man. Okay? If you're a righteous man who is vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked, like righteous Lot was, who only Lot was saved, you know? And the word Lot means portion, you know. We are the portion of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, we are that grape that was left of the cluster when you read about in Isaiah 65 and 22. We are that grape that was left of the cluster. Because what? Israel is a degenerate vine, you know. So the Lord had to leave a righteous cluster, man, that he was going to have mercy on, man. And that's the prophets. So we have to endure the status of a prophet, man. You see? All right. The word prophet, it says person who speaks of the Most High. Do we not speak of the Most High? Everybody want to talk about God. Oh, God this, God that. But you don't know God's name, man. You don't know his only begotten son name, man. You don't even know what the etymology of the word God is. You don't know what the Hebrew or the Greek word of God is, man. You see? You people don't know the words. Words have power, man. Your name, bro, words have so much power that your names have power, man. That's why when you have going to the Hebrew, it was specific names that the men of the Lord had, and a chief man of the Lord, all right, second in command, Yahushai. What does his name means? What does that word Yahushai means? He delivers. What does the name Yahweh means, man? He exists, and he's getting ready to show. What does Yasha Allah means, man? He, Prince of Power, man. Sons of the Most High. So the Lord is getting ready to issue and present unto the planet Earth, all right, the power of the existence of words, man. And starting off with his name and his only begotten son name. Okay? The Lord is getting ready to show you people the power of the existence of words by the way of him coming down, man. All right? In declaring judgment on the planet Earth and righteousness, man. You see? So we have to endure this status, man, which is a high calling, you know? It says an interpreter, a spokesman. So what? We are spokesmen of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? So now I'm going to go to Jeremiah 1:5. It says, I'm going to start verse 4. Then the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai came unto me, saying, right, so the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai came to Jeremiah. All right, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Okay? And that word knew in the Hebrew, Strong's H3045 is Yada. All right, which means to know, learn to know, perceive. All right, to know by experience. Okay, to have knowledge of, be wise. All right, to make oneself known, to be perceived, to be instructed. So every one of us in this truth, every brother that you see out there on the cornerstone with Elder Pastor Harlan down in the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, in the body of Yahushai. Okay, what? The Lord has a spirit on us, okay, to prophesy the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because what? We have been anointed. You see? We have been sanctified, man. Made holy, separated from the nation of Israel. You see? That's a high status, man. Because what? We're actually foretelling you people the things that's going to come. The things that's going to come in the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, Third World War. All right, the RFID, which is Mark of the Beast. Sedition amongst men. Okay. All right, Daniel's 12. All right, I think 12:1, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. When Michael the Archangel has to come down and deliver the children of thy people. Okay. And everyone that is found written in the book of life shall be saved. Okay. Yahushua returning with the angels. All right, where are the prophets are here on the scene? All right, because they have the highest status. And anytime a prophet came on the scene, according to Jeremiah 28:8, it was to prophesy against what? Against great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. And that's what's going on. America is a great kingdom, and we're prophesying and telling you of the wars that's getting ready to happen. World War III, of great evil. All right, bad times, which is times of perilous times. All right, 2 Peter 3:1, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 Timothy, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, then what of evil, pestilence? All right, the disease that's running rapid out here. You know, so this is a higher status, man. We have to constantly, day by day, all right, show you people by going through the articles in the news, all right, and lining it up by the prophecies, man. Why? Because what did Yahweh Shem Yahushai tell Jeremiah? Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. See? So he appointed him to that, man. Just like the Lord appointed us into prophesying into these days right now. Adama, man. Son of the earth, or of the earth. So we are the son of man, you see? But there is a chief son of man, that's Yahushai. Okay? It says, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified. That word sanctified means separated, man. All right? Or made holy, sacred. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, right? So the Lord ordained us, All right, so this is the point. When you go into that word ordained, it's from Strong's H, 54:14. It says to bestow, to give, all right, to put upon, to designate. Hey, the Lord designated us, man. The Lord designated us to endure 6 days out of the week so that the 7th day out of the week we can make it to camp. All right? So that his word can go forth, man. Because it shall not return unto him void. So that's why you have individual brothers going through their own struggles, going through their own, catching their own hell. All right? Which we all doing. So that what? The word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua can be instituted, man. Can be pushed. All right? So that what? He can be glorified, man. All right? Okay, last precept. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 2, I'm going to start from verse 1. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, stand. You see? And that's what the word, status said. Okay? The word status, all right, the word status, it says to stand, make or be firm. All right? So what? The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua told the prophet Jeremiah, all right, that what? Before he formed him, he knew him, and now he's telling Ezekiel to what? To stand and speak the words that I'm give unto you unto the house of Israel, Jerusalem, man. All right, which was the people before a place, not all you other nations out here, man. You see? It says, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit enter into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee. All right? So what? We are sent, Psalms 104. Thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created. So what? The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So what? The Most High put a spirit of prophesying on us, which is to foretell you people what's to come. All right? Which is the highest status on the planet Earth. We don't need no likes. We don't need views. As long as Yahweh Shai, all right, is viewing and liking us and witnessing us present our body as a living sacrifice for him, guess what? We're going to be a part of him, man. Okay, that's Romans the 8th chapter, man. You see? Though we suffer with him, we shall be glorified with him. And what is the etymology of the word endure? To undergo or to suffer. So the breakdown of the title of the video, to endure, what's that, endure, damn, what's the title of the video? Forgot the title of the video. Basically what? We enduring, all right, yeah, there it is, enduring the status of a prophet. We enduring, we're suffering the status, which is the position of what? A prophet, which is foretell what's to come. And this is what all the prophets done, man. They suffered, they underwent tribulations and trials, all right, misfortunes, okay, going without, losing, taking the L's. All prophets took L's, man. Yahweh Shai took the greatest L, you know. But what? He had the greatest gain, man. So we going to get a great gain like him. If we be those men and endure to the end, suffering to the end, you know. And to the end of the word being fulfilled, you know. Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee into the children of Israel. That's a cut right there. So anytime somebody come up to you, oh, the Lord is dealing with everybody. No, the Lord sent the prophets into the children of Israel. Hey, that's backed up by St. Matthew's, the 1st chapter, man. The Lord said he shall save his people from their sins. St. Matthew's 10 and 5. Go not enter not into the way of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of who? The house of Israel. Matter of fact, when you go into the Old Testament, did not Moses, when he was on Mount Sinai, get a lost commandments to the nation of Israel? Not the whole world. Is not one of his titles the power of Israel? Or not, we are the sons of Yasha Allah, man? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua was only dealing with Israel, man. Okay, it says, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me, they and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. So what? We have to maintain or endure, all right, a status of being a prophet and warning these people of the destruction that's getting ready to come. Because what? Our forefathers transgressed Yahweh Shai's laws, so what, we're bearing that, man. We actually going through that, man. So the things that's getting ready to happen on the planet Earth, the destruction that's coming, our people are worthy of accepting that, man. Of being able to use that, man. You know? Why? Because they are the same people that did not believe in Yahweh Shai all the time, man. As the scriptures say, all the day long, you know. You know, hey, from the time our people was led out of Egypt, okay, until the time that today, man. Here it is. You have men that you think just average men, you know. But guess what? These are the men that's actually giving up their lives for this truth. That's actually going into the research, all right, going into the history, going into the prophecies, looking up articles, doing all these certain things to what? Bring out the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that's in fulfillment, man. Today. Okay? Which is the highest status on the planet Earth. Okay? That's why, matter of fact, I'm going to close out on this. You know? Just through the Spirit. That's good, man. Yo, cause they be out here bugging, man. Slakia, I can bear me, Papa Kasha. I know it's in 1 Corinthians. It's not 10. Alright, come on, let me look it up real quick. You know, because we a spectacle, you know. We a spectacle to the whole world, man. Like, damn, these niggas bugged out. No, bro. We're not bugged out, bro. We actually on point. 1 Corinthians, Salakia. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. It says, For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles, last. Okay, and that's why you have the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. You know? Here you have Christianity, you have Buddhism, all right? You have these so-called, what's this shit, man, with no light, polite, okay? You got all these different things going on. You got all these different ministries going on, if you will, all right? Which are all against Yahweh Shai, so they are Antichrist, man. Because if you're not about the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, you're going off, you know? So what? The Most High Yahweh Shai set the apostles up last. It says, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. So that's the point, man. The highest status on the planet Earth. That's why we got to keep enduring and keep pushing to the end, man. Because at the end of the day, guess what? Prophecy is going to be fulfilled. The elect going to be saved. America, which is Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed. Okay? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, 2/3 of you going to be cut off, but the elect going to make it. All right? And guess what? Righteousness is going to be set up on the planet Earth. The earth is going to be restored. And guess what? We ain't going to even be just here. We're going to travel the planets, travel the universe. Guess what, man? This shit's going to start popping off. Because what? 2nd Ezra 6 chapter. You know, sometimes we think about the destruction and always, man, look, man, yes, the destruction is beautiful. Destruction is beautiful. Want destruction. But 2nd Ezra 2nd chapter. You know? What about the ceremony of the elect? You know? What about the crowning of the elect, man? You know? What about the mercy of the Lord? Brothers always be meditating on the destruction. You got to balance it out. Meditate on the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Making you a prophet. You think he made you a prophet just to be destroyed? No. This is the last time we're being raised up, man. This is the reward of the prophets that's coming for us, man. The reward, we in a time where the reward of the prophets, all of them, that were raised up. Okay? So with that, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rechakadas, Ba'akatam, the water, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rechakadas, for the spirit and truth. Double honors to my apostles, the elders, great millstone, who were well, taught me this truth through the spirit, consistently teach me this truth. All right, salutations to the corner of Achim, across 4 corners of the earth. Salutations to the Akim out there laboring in this work. Shalom.